Today I'm going to show you how to L2 cancel in just 5 minutes since you didn't learn last time. This is a 6-6 PG and look at how I am left writing. A L2 cancel is essentially just left writing. Now let me show you how to left write. Go to create a roster, click on user created, press triangle, type in Yardman and content name, not online ID. Online ID is Jivio Boss, has 4,000 downloads. All right, make sure you have Trey Young escape on and Kyrie Irving dribble style on. Make sure you create a My League roster as well. I've made a video on how to do that as well. Very easy. That don't know how to L2 cancel, just gonna be a quick little session of how to do it. Dribblers, get used to running, right? Put on Kyrie dribble style, get used to running. Just running. You know how to run already. All right, I don't have to explain it to you guys. Just run. Once you get that run, once your player starts running, hold L2. Your player will come to a stop. You're 1/3 done already. All right, 1/3. Once your player comes to a stop, you know I need to look for the bounce before the stop, like that bounce before the player stop. All right. Now once you see that bounce right there, boom. You're going to look for this bounce right here. I highlight it. Boom, right here. Once you see this bounce, you're already going to start doing your animation to go the opposite way, whatever animation you want. Hold L2 until you see the animation trigger. And your player comes to a stop. While you're holding L2 and R2, do a move back to the opposite side. So in this instance, let me show you. We're gonna do a behind the back. Hold on. It didn't register the L2. So check me out. We're gonna do a behind the back. All right. So once the bounce happens, we're going to do a Murray slide, Curry slide, whatever you want to call it this year. That's how we're gonna do it before the player stops with the L2. But hold L2 until the move is triggered. Once the move is triggered, let go of L2. Now, you're going to be holding L2 and R2 the entire time because to trigger any move the opposite way, you need to do that, all right? Unless it's a size up. But before you even move back to the other direction, just keep holding it just till you see that animation trigger, just to know you got the cadence down of when to hit the animation. Look for that first bounce, this bounce right here. Hit your next animation back to the opposite side. For right now, keep holding L2 and R2 just until you know you get that animation. So you can run back the opposite side. Now let's try it and let's do it without messing up, all right? Because I just had to do that to show you guys, all right? Now watch. Once the player starts running, hold L2. You're going to see the basketball bounce one time before your player stops, like this, all right? Once that ball bounces, do a move back to the opposite side. Any move. It doesn't have to be a pull back or behind the back. Any move you want, but it needs to be going back to the opposite side, like this, all right? If you don't get the ball, if you don't get the cadence right for it, this is how it's going to look. All right, let me show you again. This is how it's going to look if you do it too soon. All right. This is how it's going to look. So make sure you wait for the basketball to bounce. Like this. Boom. Look at the basketball when it's bouncing, and that's it. Before your player comes to a stop, it's going to bounce one time. It's going to bounce one time before your player comes to a stop, and that's the bounce. One bounce, let go of L2 once the move is triggered. All right, so look. Boom, let go of L2, run the opposite way, do it again. For my advanced dribblers, I feel like that is enough, but if you didn't learn from the behind the back, let's just do a crab. Crab, run, look for that bounce. But before you look for the bounce, just get used to crabbing. When you start running, hold L2, and your player will come to a stop. Same thing, 1/3 done already, right? Let me show you. Get used to holding L2 while your player is running. It will come to a stop. Before the player comes to a stop, look for that basketball to bounce one time. Boom. That's not the animation. I did it too fast. Boom. When your player starts running, start holding L2 right here. When the ball bounces, hit any move back to the opposite direction. Hold L2 until you see the animation play out. All right? So let's do it one more time, even slower. You're going to start holding L2 right about here. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Keep holding it, right? Now, when the ball bounces, do any move, a Murray slide, anything to the opposite direction. When you see the animation starting, let go of L2 and run the other way. Just focus on the basketball. Don't focus on your player. When you see that basketball bounce, do a move, any move. It could be a pullback. It could be a big behind the back, and then let go of L2. And then you can run back the other way now. You're looking for that bounce. Hit your next move. Let go of L2 once you see the move activate. Run back the other way, and you can rinse and repeat. Literally, once you get it down one time, keep doing it that one time. You can do any move. when you get that ball to bounce. All right, it doesn't have to be a crab. It could be a curry slide. It could be a pull back. It could be anything that's bringing you back to the opposite direction. But make sure you let go of everything once that animation is starting. Now, for those that can't learn with the real hand cam, this is the virtual hand cam. Look at the hand cam. You see me holding L2 right here. Watch. It's a little bit delayed, but just know that my visual cue is when the basketball bounces, I'm doing the crab back to the other way, letting go of L2 once I see the animation starting, and I'm running back, and I'm holding L2 once my player starts running again, and I'm going back and forth with that. All right, it's going to come to a stop, but the ball will bounce before it comes to a stop, before your player stops moving. All right, once your player gets that ball to bounce one time before he stops moving, do a move back to the opposite side like this. Boom. But make sure you focus on the ball touching the ground. The ball has to touch the ground when you do the move. If you do the move before the ball touches the ground, it's gonna mess up. If you do the move after the ball touches the ground, like it's already back in your hand, it's too late. Boom. That's when you want to do it. Boom. 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 All right. You're looking for that bounce. If you do not pay attention to that bounce, you're not going to be able to L2 cancel in games, all right? Because it's going to matter, especially with delay. You're looking for the basketball to bounce. Then you're doing a move back, all right? And then you're running. Now, for the people out there that will take longer to learn it, it's okay. Yaman Gammon himself is somebody that takes his time when he's learning things. This is the easiest way I can explain it. Trust me, just play around with it. Turn the game speed down even more if you're having a hard time, or speed it up when you get it down so you can even master it. Anyways, big up yourself, hit that like button. Big up Lord Almighty with gun.